Previously on
Pancake Yoshi. It seems like everyone in this movie is getting a voice role. Please, please don't give Yoshi a voice role. Imagine he pulls up on screen and says, "What's up, Mario? Mario, Mario, we gotta save the Princess Mario." Holy baloney. They actually listened to me. We officially got our first look at Yoshi, and well, what does Pancake Yoshi have to say about it? Hey guys, what is going on? It is me, Pancake Yoshi, or Alberto. Welcome back to the video. As I've shown in my past two videos, I am super excited for the Mario Galaxy movie, if you couldn't tell already. While I've been gone, they actually released a new trailer, which finally shows what the world's most lovable dino actually looks and sounds like. I think his character looks pretty one-to-one from the games, except for those exuberant Black Pearl looking eyes that Illumination has given the main cast. Notably, his voice is similar to the games, but slightly different. It sounds a little more high-pitched than what we're used to. Not a bad change, but just a change in itself. We actually get confirmation on why Mario is helping the citizens of Tostarena. It's actually linked to Mr. Yoshi himself. This segment will probably take place during the beginning of the movie, so we should be spending the entirety of the movie with Yoshi. A lot of people online have been complaining that the movie feels more like an Odyssey movie, which I can understand that point with the Sand Kingdom stuff and the real life Vanistar we see at the end, but I think we're just gonna have to wait and see how this movie actually pans out. There's definitely some elements of games that are not Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, like Sunshine, Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Bros. 2, and people even mention Wonder, although I haven't seen that one yet. We get the sick reveal of Mario using the Fire Flower, which he never surprisingly did in the first movie, and once they actually do reach the cave, we get a rendition of the underground theme from the original Mario Bros. Luigi tries to cope not being a scaredy cat anymore. I think the chances of us getting a Luigi's Mansion movie are still pretty high considering the work that Illumination and Nintendo are putting on this franchise. They scream like little girls here. I just thought it was funny. When Mario reaches out for Yoshi, it actually plays a rendition of the overworld theme from Mario World, which totally makes sense since that was the introduction and the first time ever we saw Yoshi in a game. Peach and Mario find themselves stuck in what seemed to be Bowser's castle. It could be them confronting Bowser Jr. himself, who has taken a hold of his father's castle, or just Bowser himself after he presumably becomes huge like in the games and takes Peach's castle. There's actually a nod to what might be taking place in a little, the inciting incident. I'll discuss it once we get to the scene. Luigi becomes a frog, which is supposed to help him with underwater stuff. I've personally never used a frog ability, but it originated from Mario Bros. 3. They have to be in some type of underwater galaxy at this point. Peach is actually fighting, the big reveal here, Birdo, on top of the ninja that we saw from the last trailer, in what seems to be the inside of a giant question block that has turned into a casino. Don't know what Birdo's role in this movie will be, considering the cast is already jam-packed with different characters that were not introduced at all in the first movie. But Birdo seems like a nice anti-hero for Peach to deal with. There's also a koala next to Peach that looks like they were ripped out of a keyframe from Sing 2. I don't know what the koala is doing here, but hey, you go girl, I guess. Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi fight some Lakitus in some version of the Cloud Kingdom, and then we jump into the Mushroom Kingdom where Toad finally meets Yoshi for the first time, presumably towards the beginning of the movie. Remember when I said there could be a hint of an inciting incident in this trailer? Well, if we remember that this could be the beginning of the movie, it looks like in the background, some of the Toads have little festival hats on. They're either celebrating the birthday of their princess, or it is a Star Festival that they are celebrating, which is what kicks off the story of the first Mario Galaxy. Either way, it's definitely a party, and Mario brought a gift for the princess, on top of a new pet for the Mushroom Kingdom. In the final scene, where Yoshi squares up with the real dinosaur, Baby Mario and Baby Luigi make an appearance. A lot of people online believe that this is a flashback to Yoshi and Mario when they first met a long time ago. And while this is definitely a callback to Yoshi's Island, I think what happened here is Kamek sprayed some of his magic on adult Mario and turned them into babies. Especially because our Toad and Yoshi are still in their adult phase, and unless they are a bajillion years old, it wouldn't make sense for this to be a flashback. And that's the trailer. There's actually a lot more information in this trailer than I would have initially thought. I'm very happy with how it turned out. Plus, we finally got to see Yoshi, which if you couldn't tell by his channel, we all love Yoshi here. This is not a choice. It's not a democracy. This movie that they're releasing looks pretty good, and although it's not a faithful adaptation to the source material, there's still a lot of fun to be had with what they're making here. I just hope that this movie can bring a variety of spin-offs for my pink boy here, and call in Link too, so you can get a piece of the pie here. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how this movie will actually turn out. But yeah, that's about all the information I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Feel free to comment down below what you guys thought of today's trailer. Was it absolute peak Yoshi cinema? Or was it garbanzo beans? Let me know. Sorry for not getting this out to you guys a little sooner. It came out when I was on a little vacation. But a lot of things happened while I was gone. I need to catch up. I know these specific Mario Galaxy videos haven't been doing too hot on my channel, but I still wanted to make this video because I genuinely do love the franchise. So think of this video as more for me than anything else. If you haven't already and you want to help out the Yoshi fam, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for upcoming content and a potential review of the Mario Galaxy movie. Until then, I'll be chilling on Space Junk Galaxy. As always, mine's been Alberto, or Punk Kick Yoshi. I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye bye.